Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And the first thing I want to do, guys, is apologize that I haven't been putting up any videos, especially for the last couple of days. I have been streaming every day, but I've just been so busy with some personal things in my life. There's just a lot of things that I had to get done because I haven't lived in America for 11 years. I've lived in Vietnam, or I had lived in Vietnam for 11 years, and that really caused me quite a few problems over here. Nothing serious, nothing illegal or anything like that, but I'm just trying to get a bunch of paperwork and a bunch of things worked out over here, and it really does consume a lot of my time. Plus, I've been working on something really personal to me and dear to me, which I'll talk about in another video. But today I want to talk a little bit about the new Guild Boss Challenge that we do have, which is in the guild content. So now we have the new Guild Boss Challenge, which looks pretty damn beastly, and now we can acquire these rewards right here. Now this is pretty damn awesome because these rewards actually will allow you to get these boxes right here, where you can acquire a EX memory mystery, right? Or a mystery generic memory, right? So you don't know what color you're going to get, but you're going to know you're going to get it for, you know, a certain EX character. And that is really, really good. I'm really glad they put lucky spinners in here too. That's actually really awesome. Honestly, the lucky spinners and these memories are really nice. But there is a caveat to it, and that's the fact that we don't have any of the shards to change the color of the EX memories. They really should have put some of them shards in here, unless they count on us getting them from other places in the game. But they should have put some of those shards in here so that whenever we do try to level up a character, that we can actually change the color to what we want. So if I click on fighter here and I jump into memory, right, you see that we have a yellow, we have a blue, right, and we have a purple. And you know, if I want to change that, right, change the elemental color, right, to say, we'll just use this as an example, I need 100 of these shards. Right now I got quite a few of these. I've been saving these for some time, but there really should have been some of these shards in there because it takes 100 of them to change this memory to what you want, to the color that you want. That is a little change that could be done. So some other things about the game mode that is kind of cool is the fact that I do believe they're going to be alternating certain colors and what so have you, because if you go into strategy information, what it does is he starts off as a yellow and he actually changes to a red after a set duration. I think it's in the last 40 seconds, 45 seconds, something like that. He'll change to a red. So having characters that have a type advantage is really going to allow you to do more damage, because you'll do 50% more damage to the boss and you'll take 50% less damage from the boss when you have a color advantage against them. The other thing is that, you know, right now there's a certain cipher in here that works really, really nice. And then you have this here. Now, this is pretty similar to what we had before, but it's pretty simple. I mean, you can increase your defense fighter attack, your balance attack. So you just pick whichever character you're going to use as your main damage dealer and pick that specific color. Now, if you notice, you guys, right here, it shows you a yellow, and you can see that greens have a type advantage against yellow. So early on in the fight, your green, like Vice, would actually have an advantage against this boss. But again, when you get down to the last little bit, the last 45 seconds or so, then you're going to want a character that actually would be a blue. Now, on this account, I don't really have any of the characters that would really get it done. I mean, I could use Mikaki, but in truth, Psyche just does so much damage that even though he's going to be a yellow, he's not going to have an advantage or a disadvantage against the red. He just does a ridiculous amount of damage, and that's why I'm going to be using him on this account. So we jump in here, we hit practice, and it's pretty similar to what we did before as far as the other Guild Boss Challenge that we had, where they had this actually set up more specifically for the UE characters because they changed the color after so much time. So you can see up in the top here, we have this particular cipher right here. Okay, so we're going to run through our skills, and having the right cipher, like having the same exact cipher, will actually also give you another advantage. So that's something else you're going to be looking for, is to make sure that you have the exact same cipher that this boss has. And when he changes colors, he doesn't change the cipher. He doesn't change what type of cipher he actually is. Okay, now all I'm doing is building up, and this is why the whole change color at the end is kind of nice, because, you know, with these UE characters, you're trying to build up their, you know, phantom UE skills. You're trying to build up the phantom state, right? So I just keep plowing and plowing and plowing until I can get 3 bars of actual phantom bars down at the bottom. All right, hit my awakened skill, and we'll try to get 3 bars, okay? And we did get groggy, right? We got hit a little bit there. You will get groggy sometimes whenever you get hit by certain attacks, okay? And there we go. And do the 3 PG, right before 50 seconds, right? This is pretty similar to what we did before. It's really just the color advantages is a big change that we have in here. And the ciphers, of course. So we'll just apply our buffs. Okay. And if you notice, the boss did change to a green, right? But again, because Psyche does so much damage, like this is, I mean, this works out the best for me on this account. It just works out the best. The other thing that you notice about this is, you know, usually when we get down to a certain threshold, we would just get groggy and stay groggy, right? Whereas here, it doesn't work out that way, right? Okay. And maybe I could have switched, maybe I could have played a little bit better, but that's pretty much the gist of it, right? You're wanting to have the exact same cipher here, and you're wanting to have the color that has an advantage. So they're trying to make it to where you're going to want to use certain characters against certain weeks in this game mode, because I believe it's going to change every week. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. But that way you can have different characters that are going to do better in here. At least hopefully that's the case. You know, like on my main account, it's hard to say, or on my free-to-play account, it's hard to say whether or not that would be so, because, I mean, Psyche's just so strong on my account. He just does the most damage no matter what other character I put him on. But I do like that they're trying to make more characters relevant, that they're trying to make other colors relevant. Remember, EX characters are still very, very strong, but they really should put those shards in these token boxes. That way, you know, we can get the shards, we can get maybe an EX generic memory, and then still be able to farm for those shards to try to level up those memories and give them to the color that we want. And also we have, you know, a little bit higher tiers than what we had before with the regular Guild Boss challenges up to 40 tiers. Now it actually goes up to 50. So it's actually good. You know, it gives players, you know, something to aspire to. Thank you so much for subscribing, Zaduro. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But, you know, it's nice that they have like these extra, like, you know, you can get up to 300 of these coins whenever you're at tier 50. That's nice. It's just kind of weird that, you know, you only have to get up to tier 40 or tier 41 before you actually get those 300 a day. And so the next upcoming tiers is really just bragging rights, but it's still nice that they give us somewhat of a goal in the game. I mean, that is good, but of course the RNG in these boxes is still going to be, you know, it's still going to be pretty crappy, guys. So that's why I say they really need to put them shards in here. But I am happy about these lucky spinners. These things really do make a big difference when you're transcending your cards to make it a lot easier to get the stats that you actually want. I'm very, very happy to see that. All these other rewards are nice, especially the attack capsules. I mean, those are all good for beginner players. It's all good. But for veterans, they're going to be looking at them lucky spinners. They're going to be looking at those EX memories. And they're going to be looking maybe at those attack capsules. Even, I mean, I have thousands of them. I mean, even on my free-to-play account, I have thousands of these things, so I really think it's just going to be the EX generic memory and those lucky spinners. But again, they really need to put those shards in here so that way we can farm for those things and, you know, be able to change the generic memory to the color that we want. I mean, with all the RNG that's in these boxes, it would be nice to be able to use these tokens right here for actual shards that would be put in here. That would be so dope if they did that, because, I mean, the RNG is so crappy in these things, guys, that, you know, you're probably not going to get the extra generic memory that you want. You're probably, and if you do get the one, and if you do get one, you're probably not going to get the color that you want. So if they had like shards in here especially, and we could use these old tokens to use them for that, or in the future we could use these here for that, I think that would be a big benefit and a big plus to this game mode. But let me know what you guys think about the game mode. Let me know what you think could be improved upon it. Do you agree with me that we should have shards in there? And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. to 2+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody. Take care.